Today I'm going to show you how to make 2-ingredient biscuits. It is such an easy recipe and very quick to make. My husband is a big biscuit eater, and I'm going to put him to the test on this recipe today by serving it with his all-time favorite sausage gravy. I don't generally have self-rising flour in my pantry. Generally it's all-purpose flour, but if you're going to make this biscuit recipe and use all-purpose flour, you're going to have to add some other ingredients also. So self-rising flour puts those ingredients already into their flour. So we're going to start off with 2 cups. I'm just going to go into the flour. And what I'm going to do is just flatten out the flour in the measuring cup. Now you don't want to pack it, okay? So just put your measuring spoon into the flour and then just scrape off the top for an even measurement. And then I'm just going to put it into a mixing bowl. Now you can overfill the measuring spoon. That helps. Make sure you have enough. So if you're making your own self-rising flour, for this recipe you will need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Now 3 teaspoons will equal 1 tablespoon. And then you can just sift that together. Now you can use a whisk or a biscuit dough mixer. I'm just aerating the flour. Make for a fluffier biscuit. The next ingredient we're going to be using is heavy whipping cream. It'll really make a nice, moist, fluffy biscuit. Heavy whipping cream is just milk that is just whipped up really thick. We're going to add 1 1/3 cup. We're going to go ahead now and add it to our flour. And then we're going to combine the 2 together. We just want to mix this until the flour is all incorporated into the heavy whipping cream. Now it'll be a sticky dough, and that's fine, as long as we get it all mixed together. Now it's going to be a shaggy dough. It'll just look like little strips of dough inside. Now I think I'm going to add a little bit more heavy whipping cream. It is cold down here, so about 1/4 cup. You just have to judge it. But you don't want it too wet. Okay, that looks really good. I'm just going to get the dough off my blender here. I love this tool. Okay, on a clean work surface, I'm just using one of these silicone mats. We're going to place 1 tablespoon of flour and lightly spread it around. And then we're going to put our dough on it. Make sure you flour both hands because the dough is sticky. All right, I'm going to press it into a circle. And then what you want to do is just take half of the dough, place it on top of the dough, and push down. What this does is create layers, little pockets of goodness. And we're not going to do this too much, just 4 times. Just don't over knead your dough. And that's number 4. All right, we're going to press it out. You might get a rectangular shape or you can get a circle shape. About that thick right there. That's about 1/2 inch. All right, I'm just going to take my biscuit cutter. Now this is about a 3-inch one. You can go down to a 2-inch. You just want to press it on the dough. press down. Do not twist. If you twist, it pulls all of those edges together and then it won't puff up. Let's see what this looks like. Just like that. You see the edges? Nice. And then you can push your dough together. Don't overwork it, just push it in. And just keep doing that until you get all your dough used. Now, depending on how thick your dough is as to how many biscuits you can make. Should make about 6 to 8 biscuits for this batch. And then this last one here will be kind of a smaller one. We're not going to cut them out, we're just going to form it. A small little biscuit. I'm going to bring my pan over. I'm just going to use a silicone mat, or you can lightly spray it or use some parchment paper. And place my biscuits on it. There we go. Okay, so I'm taking some extra heavy whipping cream and a pastry brush. I'm just going to brush the tops of the biscuits. This will help them become nice and golden brown on the top. Or if you want, you can put some butter on them. But these are 2 ingredients. Okay, we're going to place these in the oven that's been preheating at 450 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes until they are nice and golden brown on the tops and the bottoms and cooked through. Okay, the biscuits have come out of the oven. Look at that, nice and golden on the top, on the bottom. Oh, they're very fluffy. I'm just taking some melted butter and I'm just going to drizzle some on the top of these biscuits. Give them a nice shine. Look at that. Now these were the ones that were cut out right here. This is the free-form ones from the dough. So, all right, let me break this open. Oh, look how fluffy. Deliciousness right there. Those look really good. All right, 2 ingredient biscuits. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to serve these up with some sausage gravy and I'm going to show you the final product. I'm using 1/2 pound to 1 pound of Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage and I'm just going to brown it up. So the sausage that I'm using is very lean, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter to it. I'm going to melt that up. Now once the butter melts, then we're going to have enough liquid on the bottom, just enough to where we can add 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. Now flour is raw, so you want to make sure that you stir it into the butter and the sausage for 1 minute, and it'll cook that raw flavor out of the flour. We're going to start incorporating about 3 to 4 cups of milk. All right, that's 2 cups right there. We're going to stir that up. That flour is going to help thicken the milk. Okay, we're going to turn this to a high heat. Add the additional 1 cup of milk. So that's a total of 3 cups right now. And then we're going to stir this until it's nice and thick. We're going to add salt, about 1/2 teaspoon, and black pepper. Lots of black pepper. Okay, we can see that it's boiling along the edges right here. Look at that. Okay, at this point, you're going to determine how thick you want your gravy. This is a good gravy right here, because once you turn it off and you let it sit, it's going to thicken up even more. So we're going to go ahead and turn it off. All right, that's my sausage gravy. Oh, that looks so good. There you go, 2 ingredient biscuits with sausage gravy. Let me take a bite. I should have my husband over here taking a bite. All right, I have his fork right here. That's his bite. I'm gonna be trying it. Let me know what you think.
That's good.
That's really good. He was torn between honey, and then when he heard sausage gravy, he was all on it. Yep.
Yeah, I was just going to have some honey biscuits.
Biscuits are very nice and tender on the inside, fluffy.
That's good.
Look at that. Right there.
That's really good.
All right, y'all. Comment down below what you think. Don't forget to give me a like for these recipes. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification. That way you'll always know when shows like this one here are posted. I will see you on the next episode.